I feel bad. We started this talking about Christmas, and now we're just like bashing Christianity.
So I think Christianity is great.
Yeah, thank you, Jesus, for dying and or being born. Sorry, not dying. That's Easter.
Though I would say the cross and you die, that being the symbol, like that's like Abu Ghraib as like your symbol.
Oh my God! Yeah, the waterboard.
Like, that's like the symbol of America.
Yeah.
Like, the water.
It'd be funny if it was like a bullet, like just like a bullet casing, like just
the nuclear bomb as like
as.
I mean, that's pretty much what the symbol of the cross is. It's it's an image of a torture device.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's all over the place.
Dude, crucifixion was fucked, dude.
That's a fucked thing.
It's a fucked up way to die.
Yeah.
Like you basically,
you're not bleeding to death.
No.
You're like almost like starving to death.
You actually die of what the hell was it first? You don't starve. You die of like
dehydration.
Something how the lungs fill with fluid because you never like can breathe properly because your arms are up.
Holy shit! Like pneumonia.
So in the I don't know if you heard this in the Bible. I know you went to Catholic school, but when the Roman soldiers speared Jesus, water came out, clear liquid came out. Do you remember that?
I don't know.
It's in the Bible. It's written that way.
It's like a pleural edema kind of thing where like water.
It's actually it poked his lung, and liquid came out of his lung. It was fluid in his lung. So you actually drown.
Holy shit! Did he convert to wine? Boys,
it would be funny, like as like those Roman soldiers stab Jesus, and then his one eye opens and it just winks. It's like ding, and then it like turns into wine as it comes.
The Roman soldiers are like
So,
Jesus on tap, Jesus wine on tap. Fuck, we're going to hell.
Any religious person just unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's a waste of good wine, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you do with those superpowers?
If I had
wine, like that's like the worst superpower to have.
It's funny because we don't know what his superpowers actually were because we only saw him. We saw him rise from the dead. He rose
crazy,
Lazarus.
Dude.
That's a big one.
That's big. That's like fucking Deadpool. Deadpool powers.
Yeah.
It's got Deadpool powers.
Walk on water.
Walk on water. So that's like that's like I don't know telekinesis.
Some kind of telekinesis.
Yeah.
Multiplying food. He turned that like the 2 loaves of bread and 3 fish into a whole bunch of food.
That's like the Scarlet Witch hex like abilities.
It's like a multiplication ability. Yeah. He can multiply, and then he has like transmutation, so he turned water into wine. So that's a pretty cool set of powers.
That's OP, dude.
Yeah,
yeah. And he heal people, so he has like
healing too.
Yeah. I don't know if he can he can't self heal. That's like the shitty.
He can't self-heal, no. But he can rise from the dead, so that's pretty...
That's right. He just like... he gets fucked up.
Yeah.
So just kill me now. Hurry up. I can't heal myself.
So I don't know if this is in the Bible or not, but the Catholic tradition is that he goes into hell and defeats the devil. Then he like comes back.
Damn, what a badass.
Yeah, I know. Like he like somehow defeats him into some...
So like, I'll be back, but then like...
while he's back, he puts him in his place, like, fuck you, bitch, and then comes back. Like that's apparently like what happens.
With like the blade shades? Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Damn.
And then he just like moves the boulder. Like there's a boulder. Like,
yeah.
And he moves that shit.
Yeah. Lazarus shit. Yeah. Damn.
And then he just like teleports into heaven. Like goes
what happens after that? So like he gets resurrected. He's not inside the thing anmore. And
there's a certain amount of time that elapses, and then he literally is consumed. So there's only 2 people, and because the Catholics believe this. I don't think the rest of the Christians believe this. So all Christians believe that he like just like ascends. Like body
physically, like
physical, body and soul, like up
goes up, like it's up, like away from Earth.
Right.
Okay.
Like he gets like transported like up to like Starship Enterprise.
But he's not transferring in energy. It's like physically.
No, he like physically is like see you later, bitches, and he just goes up, and he like gives a peace sign as he goes up.
Yes. You can see his dick when he goes up.
Yeah, because he has like the.
Like, oh, girls, Jesus. It's like, don't look.
He's probably fucking packing though.
No.
You don't think so?
No. He's got a solid 5.5 maybe.
All right. So the Catholics believe that one other person was ascended in heaven, body and soul. You know who it is? You should remember this. You went to Catholic school.
Wait, what?
One other human being did that. The Catholics believe this. I don't think the rest
Lazarus is like not even a thing, right?
No. There's one other human being that goes up to heaven, body and soul. The Catholics believe. I believe the other Christians don't believe
this. Is he a saint?
It's not a he.
Is she like Mary?
Yeah, Mary, his mom.
Which one?
The Blessed Mother. The Blessed Mother.
The mother. Yeah.
Like the Blessed Mother's big in Catholicism, like really big, like just like one step below Jesus.
Because she's the mother of God.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's wild.
like Madonna. Like you hear like an Italian
Madonna.
person say,
Yeah.
it's actually Madonna. They're saying Blessed Mother.
I see.
Yeah,
Madonna.
yeah.
Yeah. It's when you you eat something like a
Yeah, Madonna.
like a truffle fries. Madonna. It's like, thank you, Jesus. Madonna.
Yeah. So there's a lot of Catholic mysticism, like that other Christian sects don't have. And that's because of the Romans, because the early Catholic Church, Christian Church, whatever you want to call it, had made some concessions in order to convert Rome. And Rome was a polytheistic society. So that's why there's saints and all these like demigods.
You know what's interesting about that? Santeria. You know Santeria?
Yeah, it's a Caribbean.
Yeah. That also is similar. There was like this, so the Nigerian, like, the West African slaves
Yeah.
were taken away. And they had this, I think, Yoruba tribe, and they had their own gods, but they were polytheistic. But they can't, because they were taken, they have to be Christian. The only way they could get their culture, like that religion,
Yeah.
the only way they could practice it is through changing the saints into those polytheistic
I
gods.
see. Interesting. So very similar to having the Romans, yeah.
Yeah, so they had to kind of do this translation, and that's why there's all these weird culture of Santeria with like these gods from,
Yeah.
I
think to a lesser extent it happened with the Mexicans too, because Mexicans are Catholic, but they have these like kind of demigods, like those skeleton like Day of the Dead stuff. Like they have a lot of that too. They have like I think they have their own like saints too. Mexicans, yeah.
It's crazy. It's they all do the same thing. You want to keep the culture alive, but how do you do it?
Right.
You have to mix it into, because like you can't practice it anymore.
Yeah, so like Martin Luther, when he broke away from Catholicism, it was mostly about the Pope, but it was also about idolatry too. Like they don't believe in, like he wanted to move away from saints and stuff like that because it was like idolatry to them.
Well, he wanted to decentralize, right? Because like
that was mostly what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want one person to be like the voice of God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Catholics have if anyone's Christian and a non-Catholic, that's why Catholics have so many weird shit, is because of the Roman Empire, and because of the polytheistic religion. The Rome at the time.
That's interesting because they had to latch onto Rome before, right?
Yeah, Christianity needed
to be practiced somewhat, and so we went to polytheism, and then polytheism became monotheism because Christianity won.
Yes,
and then Christianity stole African people, and they have to go back to the polytheistic thing. Yeah, damn.
As long as Jesus is involved, the Christians don't care, right? I feel like it's as long as it's like there's like a Jesus figure, then I think they're okay with it. Usually, yeah.
That's why it's all story. They're all beautiful things, like stories, right?
Yeah.
Like whatever demigod that you come up with or whatever saint, these are interesting stories.
No, they are. Yeah. Like I know we spent the first half of this podcast like kind of bashing religion, but like there is a certain beauty to it. My only issue with it is like as long as people are able to not judge other people based upon what they believe, I think that's the most important thing to me. Is like telling someone they're going to go to hell because they're not the same religion as you is like fucked. Like that, or hating someone because they're gay or whatever. Like that's the fucked up part.
Right. Where morality is tied into your religion, right?
Yeah.
It should just be this secular morality that you should be able to. I mean, the golden rule is the best thought experiment to do.
I agree.
Yeah.
It probably predates Christ, but
yeah, it predates Christ for sure.
Yeah.
But that's all game theory.
Yeah.
It's your own game theory simulation you do, which translates to the golden rule. Like, would I like this done to me? And I don't, so I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah.